Right now in studio, I'm being joined by Vinod Goel, yeah man, who's the original CEO, Jumia Kenya and Uganda Mtwango Power. And you know it's all about Jumia's growth and expansion, and especially at a time like this when we do have what we call Black November. Deals upon deals upon deals. Welcome to the show. And are you taking advantage of the craze when it comes to the deals around the Black November?
Well, I think the advantage is taken by the customer. So I guess, yes, that's what it is for. It is for the customers.
It is for the customer.
Absolutely.
How is it so far? Have you already started
Yes.
your promotions?
Yeah, the promotion actually started on 31st October.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way till end of November.
Uh-huh.
And then we will have the December campaigns as well.
Yeah.
So this is the best period for the consumers.
Amazing. And we know that Black Friday originally has its roots in the US.
Yeah.
Of course. But it has been gaining currency in the country over the last couple of years. But briefly, if you may, from where you sit, tell Kenyans what Black Friday is all about.
Well, as you said, it started, I think, more than a decade back in the US. The idea is to basically, the way it started is the people were waited for the deals the whole night outside of one of the biggest stores in the US.
Yeah.
And because they had to wait the whole night, it was called the Black Friday while the deals were starting on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. Jumia is doing Black Friday for almost a decade now in the country.
Yeah.
And now it has become a symbol. We do not even have to market it much. Customers know, they actually start waiting for it.
Uh-huh.
So yes, it's a festival for the consumers, for our sellers, for our logistics partner, for our staff. And we all get together at this time to bring the best of e-commerce for everyone.
Yeah, and we know you've been doing it for quite some time. I will remember yesterday watching a story that I did while I was on Citizen Television doing business reporting like 8 years ago or something.
Yeah,
you already had Black Friday deals.
Right.
So what makes this year's edition different or beneficial to the customers?
Okay. So the one part, we like to keep Black Friday spirit same year over year, which means it's for everyone. It reaches a lot of people. It has the best deals and consumers can get what they want. That is the first thing that you need to kick all these 4 boxes.
Yeah.
What is new in this year is that first we are able to reach way more people because we have opened cities and towns where we deliver around 100 more cities and towns, which was not there last year, and hence we are reaching way more people. So that is new. Mm-hmm. Then the second is we have developed some new categories as well. For example, our kids and baby category was not as developed in the recent years. So this category is doing very well. We have done a lot of work on the fashion category as well, while the electronics, appliances, smartphone, beauty and home categories are always the best categories for the consumers.
What are some of the deals that are highlighted in your promotion this time around?
Well, there are so many of them. There are thousands of thousands. So you can look for a TV. If you have a 43, you can head for a 50-inch TV. We have very good deals on the TVs.
Yeah.
There are great deals on sneakers, very well branded sneakers, Reebok, Adidas, but also the other ones.
Yeah.
We have great deals on all kind of appliances. So this is the time to upgrade your kitchen, upgrade your house.
Yeah.
If you want to impress your guests with new cookware, those are there. If you want to get ready for parties in December, you have a lot of dresses.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can go on and hijack your
yes.
your whole time, but
it's amazing because if you look at some of the items listed on your website, for instance, a Samsung Galaxy A16 right now is going for 15,198.
Correct.
From 29,000, almost 30,000.
Absolutely.
A while back.
Yes.
And we have like the Vitron 32-inch QLED Bluetooth television set right now going for just 11,000.
Absolutely.
From 24,000, and we have like an item like the Hisense 43-inch smart TV right now going for 24,000 from 60,000. How are you able to slash these prices?
Yeah.
For almost 50% and still remain afloat, remain being in business?
Yeah. Look, there are two, three elements behind it. One is by design. So, for the in the offline world, the product has to travel from, let's say, the factory
Yeah.
to the distributor. And the distributor will take the margin. They will take the product, load, offload. Okay, then it goes to the wholesaler. There's the same thing. Then wholesaler will sell it to a retailer, and then retailer will sell it to the final consumer.
Yeah.
Right. So there are like 4 to 5 steps in between when you go to offline.
Yeah.
But when you come to e-commerce, the product goes directly from the manufacturer, or let's say the importer.
Yeah.
Goes directly to the consumer. And we are able to optimize all the leakages of margins and supply chain inefficiencies, which ultimately gets to the final consumer. So that's how we save almost around already 15-20% for the consumers. Then, of course, this is also the time where the sellers are also giving us discounts. Jumia is also chipping in by, looking at a little bit lower margin and hence giving more benefit. So ultimately, we are able to go to even 40, 50, 60% discounts for the consumers.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
And are there secrets, like if you can speak as an insider to those listening who would like to take advantage of this period?
Yeah.
How best can you ensure that you get the deals? Because these items that are normally discounted are limited.
So
how do you ensure that you're part of those who end up actually getting these products at the discounted rates?
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, I would say roughly around 50,000 of products are at huge discount, above 50%. Okay. Out of this, only handful, maybe 2,000 are the one which we have low stock. So those are the one which go in flash sales.
Yeah.
Okay. So those ones you need to be on your toes. Fastest finger first, right?
Flash
Whoever catch it.
sales.
Flash sales. So
and when you say flash sales, you mean?
So basically, when you go on our app or website,
Yeah.
On homepage, you will see something called flash sales highlighted in red color.
Uh-huh.
Okay, these are the deals which are timed. It happens 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Only for 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then these deals will disappear.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But these are just a fraction of the deals. The remaining 90% of the deals, we really work with our sellers to ensure that we have enough of those stock so that the deals can last almost the whole month. Sometimes they can finish in 15 days. Sometimes we are able to get them back. Sometimes not. It depends, right?
Yeah.
If the consumers give more love, they will disappear faster. But still, most of the deals, around 90% of the deals, will be there for 15-20 days. And then the remaining, some deals are only there for 2 hours. In a
Okay.
day.
So the flash sales, the trick is to be on your toes, be on the outlook, and make sure when the clocks start ticking, you are amongst the first ones to click on
Correct.
it, right?
Yes.
And how do you take advantage of the rest of the deals? Because not everyone actually normally succeeds in ordering and getting these products at the discounted rate.
Okay, so
tips.
The rest of the deals is pretty easy. They are there. First of all, they're there for multiple days, so you
Yeah.
have time. Now the best way is first download the application, because when you download the application, Jumia team will send you push notifications of the best deals. So you can easily tap on them and you get to know, oh, you know what, these are the deals I'm having. So that is one advantage. Then if you are really looking for some particular product, the best is on your app, you have the search bar and you search whatever you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right? Then you also have the filters. So if you already have a price point in mind, if you have a brand in mind, you can filter your products. You can even sort them by price, by popularity. So I would suggest customers to use some of these things because there's so many products.
Yeah.
So you rather use search, use the filters, use the sort options to find exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Add them to the cart, and then press the button, and there we go. The product is moving towards you.
Amazing. And we know it's more technology driven kind of an idea or agenda, and we know the youthful generation are the one who know how to maneuver and who take advantage of such. How is Jumia positioning itself and ensuring that they do tap into that particular demographic, the youthful, the Gen Zs, so that like a period like Black November becomes successful to you as the vendor or the platform, and also to the youthful generation as the end consumers.
Yeah. So youth is at the center of Jumia. They are the ones who are there most of the time. They are our biggest customer category and also the seller category. So for Gen Z customers, we have to really work hard. We need to first identify what do they want. Okay, their needs, their desires are different, and we need to make sure that we get those kind of products. Number two, we need to be very cautious of the pricing, because we also know youth is maybe has not yet started earning. They do not want to bother their parents with hefty spending amounts. So we need to make sure that we get what they want at the best prices, right? So that is the first part of the work. The second part is how do we keep them engaged, right? So we have a lot of gamification on the application. So you go there, you have Wheel of Fortune, you have flash sales, you have treasure hunt, and these are the things they love, because they know they are the only one who are going to crack these things faster than the millennials and let's say the senior guys. So they love those part of the deals. And then lastly, we reach them. How do we reach them? Through influencers, through social media, through our JForce agents. So so how do we also reach them in the place where they are? And this is all the things we have to do for our consumers.
Yeah.
Now for the sellers, we also have a lot of, and this is really something we are very proud of. Not all the young graduates have to go and look out for jobs, and there are not many jobs anyway. So what Jumia gives as a platform is a great platform for them to start the business. So you can start a business of selling T-shirts or selling mobile phones with a very small capital. Even if you have only 5 T-shirts, can you start a business in the market with 5 T-shirts? Nobody will take you seriously. But on Jumia, you can just start with that, and you can grow your business, right? You do not need to know marketing. You don't need to know logistics. You don't need to know finance, legal, HR. All you need to bring a product and list it. Good product at a good price. That is mandatory. And you can start the business.
Because you almost just preempted me there. I needed to ask you, what are some of the opportunities? We know we have Jumia as a platform that brings together service providers or product sellers and consumers.
Right.
But what other opportunities can the youthful generation take advantage of to ensure that they use the platform to earn livelihoods?
Right.
How does it work? How does Jumia work, maybe for people who are listening to you for the first time or hearing about Jumia for the first time?
Correct. So we estimate around 50,000 households are connected to Jumia's ecosystem. Number one is the biggest is the sellers. Around 10,000 small, medium, large companies, they sell goods on Jumia. This is number one. And this number is increasing every day. Almost every day, we get 150 to 200 new sellers joining Jumia by themselves. And we help them, incubate them to grow faster their business, right? That is one big achievement. These are the sellers who have been selling only in the 2-3 kilometer radius of their shop or their garage or their house. And the moment they come on Jumia, the whole country is their market. Tomorrow they can get an order from 500 kilometers away, right? That is one. Number two is all our delivery agents. We have the logistics company, around 27 of logistics company. They work with us, and they have the drivers, they have the operators who work to deliver these goods from Jumia's fulfillment center to the consumers. So we have around 10,000, 15,000 people who work behind this machinery to make it happen. We also have something called JForce agent, which is very interesting concept. So basically, in our context, we have a lot of people who might be disconnected simply because they do not have a smartphone, they do not have an access to internet, or they are simply not comfortable with online shopping. And we have something called JForce. These are the freelancers across the country, around 14,000, 15,000 of them active in this month. And they will find you and stop you. Hey, say, you know what? I think you need a ring light, or you need new sneakers, and they will show you the deals on their phone and help you place your first e-commerce order. And these people, by doing that, also make commissions out of it. Right? Fourth, we have the influencers, micro influencers, medium size, and the biggest ones who also promote Jumia products, and get the commission out of it, right? Last but not the least, it's the people, the staff, and the operators who work in our fulfillment center. So overall, all around 50,000 people livelihoods are dependent on Jumia.
Yeah.
What I'm more proud of, more than the number, is the quality of livelihood, because there are many companies who offer jobs. What is very important is that each one of these 50,000 people is at least 10 times more digitally savvy than any other jobs in the market. And these people, they are very they are high tech, they are savvy on digital, they can use social media, they can use mobile phones, they can use any kind of applications. And not only that, after some time, if they get bored or they have bigger ambitions, they start their own digital businesses. And I think this is something we are really, really proud of.
Amazing. And Jumia's expansion is happening at a time when we know that cybercrime is also a huge thing, right? Where we've had a lot of Kenyans being swindled or being taken advantage of, losing their money to online scammers and stuff like that. How do you ensure that people trading on your platform do not lose their money? How safe are their transactions, or how do you ensure that there's quality control and people don't end up with the shorter side of the stick when it comes to these online transactions on your platform?
So the biggest benefit here with Jumia is that Jumia is there in the market for almost a decade, more than a decade, right? So we have built the trust. But this trust does not come just because we are here for the longest period. This trust comes because we have been delivering the value for the customers. Now, how do the scams happen? The scams can happen only outside Jumia's website and only outside Jumia's app. There is no scam which can happen. Okay, no, almost zero scam can happen on the website and on the app. So if you are sure that this is Jumia's website, and that is why I actually keep pushing that download the app, because once you have downloaded the app, you do not have to worry that is the right website or not. Once you have downloaded the app, nothing can touch you. And once you are in the app, nobody can scam you. That is the most important thing, and that is why I keep repeating to every part of the of the ecosystem, especially to our consumers, that if you want to get benefits of of shopping, just download the Jumia app, and nobody can scam you. Right now, when you shop and you're talking about the quality control, sometimes it happens that the products are not as the same quality as you are looking for. Okay, and that is why, because we trust our quality control so much, we also give you completely no question asked return policy for 7 to 14 days, depending on what kind of item you have bought. You can just press a button, put the item back, pack it back, and we take it, we refund your money. Okay, and this is something which nobody offers, and this also shows that how comfortable, how confident we are, and we want to accept the fact that sometimes consumer change their mind. Maybe sometimes they get a product just next to their house and they do not want to wait for 2 days, and we understand those things, right? And this is how we have also built that trust.
Okay, and according to your new report, there is an indication that almost 60% of your orders are currently being driven by consumers or buyers in rural Kenya. How can you explain this? Yet we know that the ones in the cities are the ones who might be taking advantage of your platform because they are digitally either connected or are savvy, but rural Kenya?
Right.
How do you explain that?
Right. It's very counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what happens in rural Kenya? Yes, you mentioned the challenges that we have less people who are tech savvy, and the smartphone penetration, etc., is low, and that is why we have J-Force. Remember, the people who will find you in schools, in churches, in the roads, in your shops, in your offices, and help you place your first order so that you get confident, right? But the biggest reason for rural Kenya is that actually this is the place where there is a biggest gap in the supply, right? If you are in Sagana or if you are in Gilgil and you are looking to buy a bread toaster or a blender, good luck, because you will have probably 2 shops selling 5 types of these products, and at least 40-50% price higher than your Nairobi market, right? When you go on Jumia, it doesn't matter you are in Gilgil or in Lamu or in any part of the country. you will get the same price as a Nairobi customer is getting. And hence the price is way more valuable for those customers. And this customer says, oh, you know what? I do not have to go to Nairobi. I do not have to bother people. I do not have to go make these arrangements of calling my nephew and put this 32-inch TV in the bus and get it delivered and cross my fingers the whole 2 days, right? When you are in Jumia, you have the thousands and thousands of products which are there for Nairobi but also for the people outside at the same price. And I think that is a game changer. That is the biggest game changer, and that is why we are seeing already 60% people outside by do business, do shopping on Jumia. Not only this number is growing way faster, simply because we understand in Nairobi people have some choices as well, but people outside, they really love Jumia because it really saves them hassle and money.
Mm-hmm. If I come to your website or to your application and I see a product and I want to purchase that, when it comes to payment, where does the money go to? Do we have an escrow account or does it go directly to the seller? How do you ensure that refunds are made and everything of that sort?
Yeah. So let me spend some time here. So let's say you have downloaded the Jumia app, or even if you have downloaded, you are on website, right? Mm-hmm. So first, there are a lot of products already on the home page, and you can check. They will try to get your attention. You can scroll and you will see a lot of products. You will see a woman bag. You will see a small earphone. You will see mobile phones. You will see a washing machine. You will see a Garnier twin pack. You will see even a Jameson, right? So you find products. But if you are not comfortable with these, there is something called categories. There's a small icon. You click on the categories and it will show you all the categories like phones and tablets, TVs, appliances, health and beauty, home and office, fashion, computing, gaming, baby. So if you are looking for baby products, you simply actually click on baby category and now you will see the products which you like. And even those products are categorized by diapering, gears, bathing, subcategorized. So this is one way to find the products. The another way is simply you search what you're looking for in the search bar. That is the first thing. Once you find the product, you simply basically click on the product. You look at its specification, you look at the pictures, and then you press add to cart.
Add to cart.
Right. So once you add to cart, the product goes to the cart. You will see a cart icon on the top, and you can see how many products you have added in the cart. And once you're there, you can see what is the total amount you have to pay. Okay. And you just review each product. Okay, the price looks okay. These are the products I really wanted. If you don't want something, you remove it. If you want more quantities, you can actually
continue
add more. You continue adding more, and then you press checkout. So now you want to check out, and once you are checkout, you will see what is your address. Okay, it might already be there, but if you are shopping first time, please put right address. You put your city. You can choose pickup station. In some cities, we do door delivery, by the way. In big cities like Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, Nakuru, we even do door delivery. And you can put your door address, your apartment, your house address, your farmhouse address, whichever you live in. And then you will get the payment options. And you can pay with M-Pesa. You can choose to pay already if you have already the trust on Jumia. A lot of customers, actually around 25% of our customers, they already pay because they trust Jumia well. Or if you are not comfortable, you select cash on delivery, and then once you have done that, you are done, and you will get communications from Jumia in email, in SMS, and once the item is in your pickup station, even on WhatsApp. And you get the communication that your item is ready to pick up, or the item is coming to your door. Please be ready. The rider will call you, etc. And that's it. That's when the transaction happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. And we know that when you started off, you want many of you in the e-commerce platform. Right now, the competition is getting stiffer as time progresses. I don't know. Where do you see the future of e-commerce, especially in the country?
Look, e-commerce right now as a percentage of retail, we measure it as a percentage of retail. For example, if you want to take t-shirts, if 100,000 t-shirts are sold in a day, how many were sold online? Okay, that's how we take the percentage. And so we find out that today we are roughly at 3 to 4 to 5%, depending on the categories, okay, of the total retail business. So it means it is still small, right? What we have seen already in the emerging markets, in Southeast Asia, in China, in Latin America, right, that this penetration has gone to 15%, 20%. In China, it's more than 40-50%. Okay, so what we are seeing is that there is a huge potential. Automatically, these Gen Zs you are talking about, the youth people, they are not gonna go to the market and haggle to buy a smartwatch.
No.
That is not happening in future, right? So I think this business is going to grow into a very, very big business only when we do the right things. So we cannot just take it for granted. We have to continuously work that we are bringing the right products at the right price. And hence the consumers will love it. Everybody loves convenience. Everybody wants to save money, and everybody wants to see the items before they shop at their fingertips. Right? So that's what e-commerce provides. Now, in terms of competition, there are some competition in Kenya. We actually welcome it simply because we don't want to be the only person saying buy online. If there are 3 people saying buy online and educating people about buying online, I think it's going to be helpful, because right now it's not the problem of sharing the pie, it's just the size of the pie is too small, and we are happy that there are more companies come. We just want consumers to be aware about which companies they want to shop with, because as you said, there are some companies with scams, there are some companies who are not giving you the right experience. So we really want customers to be educated about where they shop, so that they can get the value out of it and not get scammed.
Amazing. And what's the future of Jumia going forward?
I think Jumia is, as we continuously as a company, it's a listed company, by the way. Our results are published every quarter. The company is growing in a very healthy double digit year on year. In our markets, Kenya and Uganda, it's growing even faster. So that's a very good sign. What we see is that Jumia is going to become a mainstream shopping channel for the consumers. It is not going to be an alternative. It's going to become the mainstream very, very fast. We also want to develop more categories. I think our sports category, music category, kids and baby category, luxury category, these are not so developed like the electronics and smartphones. So we want to develop those categories as well, and really want to bring all kind of assortments to the consumer.
Okay.